Hello.
Hi, I'm going to merge Sandra in, okay?
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Let's get to Sandra. Are you there? Are you there, Sandra? Yes. Okay, we're all here. I did it. Yay!
Success.
We merged it all.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Well, that's good.
Okay. Okay, so we want to ask questions and be able to get answers from you directly.
That's fine. I have no problem. I have no problem with that.
He has turned over everything to Michelle. He turned it to me. He gave it to me in jail. I couldn't have custody of it. Michelle came and took it, and it's in her possession. As for all the other stuff, I'm still getting that. I'm getting responses back saying they're going to send me stuff. I'm getting back responses, but he does have an investigator on that too. So as soon as they get working on that, he will give that to me too. But I, on my own, set stuff out also requesting.
Okay. Well, you need to realize, first of all, just because he sends it to the jail and Michelle takes possession of it doesn't mean that it's in your possession. Possession means it's in your control and it's in your hands. None of this information is in your possession right now. It's in Grigsby's possession and it's in Michelle's possession. You are the client, you are the boss. Michelle is not the attorney of record, so there's no reason for Michelle to be having this. I mean, how long have you been out of jail now?
2 weeks.
Okay, how long does it take Michelle to toss your information into the mail and send it to you? She's seen you since, right?
Yeah.
All she had to do was hand it to you. This is no different than the Dakota County prosecutor withholding evidence from Dee Dee. See? No difference. All you did is you just change the names. That's all. See? Because Dee Dee has promises that all her evidence has to be given to her prior to the next hearing. Yet, during the hearing, the judge says, oh, you have to go get it from him. No. See, the prosecutor was there at the time of the hearing. All the prosecutor had to do was...
Well, if I even get it, I'd have to stay there and view it.
I understand that. See, they have no intention of handing you a copy of it. But see, that's all manipulation. See?
And I agree. And I'm going to the office as soon as Michael can give me a ride. He gets to his office tomorrow. He's got a hearing. After that hearing or prior to it, we are going to the office to get everything. I told her that again today.
Okay, well, that's fine. But I would highly suggest that someone in your party, if not both of you, record the conversation. And you make it crystal clear to them that you want your information now. Not 10 minutes from now, not an hour from now, not 2 weeks from now, now. Exactly now. If they have to stop everything to give it to you, then they'll have to stop everything to give it to you. Because you've been out for 2 weeks, there's no excuse for you not to have your information. See? So again, if you don't lay down the law now, then you will not be in control by the time July comes around. And that's all there is to it. And they will force you to plead guilty. You see what I'm saying?
I was already pushing for...
Well,
lesser.
Okay, see, you need to realize that this is all part of a well-orchestrated plan. See, they've intentionally left you be in jail longer than what they've had to, so now you're all pissed off at that, and Broadcorp gets on the radio going, well, gee, she's got such a super deal, why did she just plead guilty to it? So there's all this outside pressure on you to plead guilty. No, you can get this case dismissed yet, if you have all your evidence. See? And that's what Michelle's scared of. That's what Grigsby's scared of. That's what Broadcorp's scared of. That's what Brett Backstrom's scared of, that you can take control of this, just like Dee Dee's been taking control of this. See? Dee Dee forced a huge city, entire city of St. Cloud to do what she wanted them to do. And all she did was send a simple data request. And then I posted that simple data request on my blog. See? They're scared of Dee Dee. Broadcorp said in his broadcast they are scared of Dee Dee and you putting the court on trial. And that's what Dee Dee has successfully done so far. And that's why you are out of jail right now, Sandra. Not because Grigsby did a single thing. See?
He said he didn't do anything. He admitted it.
Well, that's my point.
He didn't hurt anybody, but the court couldn't hold you any longer.
Well, yeah, it's because they were forced to let you out. They would have let you still be in there if Dee Dee wouldn't have filed that complaint. See? They're hoping you plead guilty. You need to realize that 95% of people plead guilty. See? So they're going on the percentages that you will be one of these statistics that will plead guilty. My prediction is that the Dollins will plead guilty soon. See? Just like, and that Broadcorp and Rosenbaum, they were saying that Dee Dee's the weak link. No, Dee Dee is not the weak link. She is the least of the weak links. She is one of the strongest of the links. See? Because she can think for herself. She's acted on her own. She's stood up to these people. And that's the thing. She doesn't need to hide behind an attorney. See? And that's what they're scared of. They don't know what Dee Dee's going to do. They know what you're going to be doing. And they know what the Dollins are going to be doing because the attorneys are stabbing you in the back. See?
Right.
They're pushing.
It's easy to say that he didn't do anything, yet he went to a hearing without you and talked privately.
That wasn't, I'm not sticking up for him, but that's because the judge ruled, which she has the power to continue the case without me. And she has the power to do that. If she says, we're going to go ahead and have it, that is a judge.
Right, but Grigsby should have said absolutely not. My client needs to be here. You were in the building, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was right outside the door.
Oh, okay, let's not argue about those little details. That's not as important as the fact of your evidence not being in your possession. This is what Grigsby's worried about. This is what Michelle's worried about. This is what Broadcorp's worried about. This is what Backstrom's worried about. Your evidence, see? And that's why Dee Dee and I have been talking only about one thing. And what is that, Dee Dee?
Evidence.
That's right. See?
Now, Tina said, we are still compiling evidence. We don't have it all. We'll get it to you when we can. That's why we're putting it out 5 months, because we don't have it, the evidence.
Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit. See? They were ready to go to trial on March 7th. So whatever evidence they have, you want now. See? There are 66 case files in your file right now. You certainly could be looking through them to see what has been happening, transpiring in your case until now. You don't have to wait until they have every single electron of your evidence before they give it to you. You know, the county attorney gives them dribs and drabs every once in a while. Well, you've been in jail for 6 months, so you certainly can get 6 months of your information now.
And that is, what Grigsby turned over was everything they gave him.
Well,
they've given him none since then, and Tina just said, I'm still putting evidence together and still putting evidence together.
Okay, excuses are like hemorrhoids. Pretty soon every asshole's got one, and that's all they've been giving you is excuses, excuses, excuses. I'm tired of excuses. Dee Dee's tired of excuses. That's why she filed a complaint. See? So, again, I don't care what their excuse is. I don't like excuses. I want action. See? And I think Mike should understand how this all works. Mike knows how to manipulate people through the Reed technique, and that's what Michelle and Grigsby are doing to you, and that's what Backstrom's doing to you, and that's what the judge is doing to you. See? They're manipulating you. See? You can't make any informed decisions without your files, without your evidence. Again, Michelle is not the attorney of record. There's no reason for her to have your evidence. There's no reason for her to have your case files, especially after 2 weeks. See?
Which, I agree, and I will have them tomorrow, so that's the end of that. I'll have everything that's been turned over to date.
Well, then that's what you need to do, because that's what Grigsby's panicked about giving you. He does not want you to have them. Otherwise, he would have, The first day you were out, he should have handed them all to you. So you could start.
He had given to, okay, I'm just telling you, he left this, he doesn't do papers, he left all my evidence in the locker at the jail.
Yeah.
Michelle came and took it.
I understand all that. You need to understand. I understand that. I've had a extended conversation with Michelle. I know how this all is going out. The thing is, you need to realize they are giving you something called excuses. See? Excuses is not the same thing as your evidence or your paperwork. You want your paperwork in hand, not excuses. See?
And Grigsby didn't get any of the jail stuff, did he?
He's got an investigator working on it to pick up all the rest.
Okay.
There's an investigator working on it now to get the stuff.
Okay. This is, okay, I'm sure you've run into these situations, you know, when your children were smaller. You've got 2 4-year-old daughters, and they're trying to hold something back from your neighborhood child, your neighborhood's kid, okay? So what you do is you come and resolve this problem because your children are bullying a neighbor's child. So you make sure you take the paperwork or the toy or whatever it is from your 2 children and you hand it back to the neighborhood child, and then you chastise your children. See? This is no different than that. See? They are playing a little childish game on you to manipulate you. See? That's how they win these things, is people cave into these childish little mind games. So, again, you need to hold Michelle accountable. You need to hold Grigsby accountable. I don't care what their excuse is. You want your documents, and you want them in your hands immediately. Not tomorrow, not 2 weeks from yesterday, not 5 minutes from never. Now. See? Because, again, without that information, and I don't care who has it, you are not going to win. And that's all there is to it. See? I have successfully trashed prosecutions because I have gotten this information from people just like you who didn't know what they were doing with it, and then I have successfully trashed the prosecution. See? That's how the case gets dismissed. It's not because you have it, it's because I get it. And once I have it, I can sift through it and see all sorts of problems they have with it, and all of a sudden the case just falls to pieces. See?
Okay, so you get all the information. We'll have it done, we've completed this week. Now you have a prosecutor that's stating, but I still have so much more I'm working on, and adding something over to Grigsby. So what do you do about all that and more that they have?
Well, I don't care about more. I want what they have. See?
Okay.
I focus on what's now. I don't care about what's tomorrow, what happened 2 weeks ago, or what's going to happen next year. I don't care about any of that. I want to know what's happening right now. And I want what you have right now. See?
Okay.
Again, that's how Dee Dee and I have successfully kicked their ass so far, is because we focus on the now. See? And that's what you want to focus on. Because they're trying to spin you these tales. I don't care about, you know, the future. No, I want the now. Because if I have the now, I can crush it now.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
So again, you know, I would still suggest sending off that email that I just sent you. See? Because you still want to know how come that you don't have your jail data from Florida or Minnesota, you don't have your Marshall data, and you don't have your what other information is there? Oh, your missing persons data. See, that all should be in Grigsby's possession right now. And how come by not having, how is this going to help me make any informed decisions on my case if I don't have this information? See, because again, if they have illegally given false statements to the federal marshals to arrest you, that's a crime in itself.
Right.
See? So again, that's going to be one of their weak spots. The Lakeville's not going to want to talk about that because then they'd be admitting to a crime. The U.S. Marshals doesn't want to talk about it because then they'd be admitting that they've been had and they didn't prosecute a crime. See? So that's the embarrassment factor. See, that's what Grigsby doesn't want to talk about because that's going to make the court look bad. And he's trying to make himself look good in front of this court. Same thing with Michelle. See, No different than her saying, well, the judge told me not to release this information about my illegal search, because I'm trying to be buddies with the court. See? Because Michelle is thinking about how she's going to be on the Supreme Court, the Minnesota Supreme Court and the U.S. Supreme Court. See? She's not concerned about, how this could help someone else. That's what she's concerned about. See?
I agree.
So, and again, holding on to your evidence doesn't help her. It doesn't help you, but it helps her. See? So again, you need to realize that these people who are supposedly on your side are not necessarily helping you. So again,
you had a question, Dee Dee? Oh, the other question is about the request for the data practices, the operating system.
Yeah, what is that? Because Michael's going through this point. I don't understand why you need this. What's the reason behind that?
Well, the thing is, that you need to realize that I have been submitting data requests for years now. And I have heard all the retarded stories about, geez, we don't have any electronic data. See? So if Dee Dee asks for the operating system for the city of St. Cloud, which I already know it's TriTech, it says right in the operator's manual that the information is in compliance with Minnesota data compliance rules, which says that the information has to be in PDF format. And that was some of the information I just sent to you in that email that you're supposed to send to Grigsby, because it says court files in eCourt, Minnesota are in PDF format. PDF format is electronic, so they can easily email it to you. See? So again, that's why Dee Dee wants this information about TriTech from City of St. Cloud and Stearns County, because the TriTech information will clearly indicate that their information's all in PDF format.
Which shows just that you can get the information right away. That's what you're trying to show.
It's all readily available. All they have to do is email it to you. See? But they're making this big production. It's so much work. We got to charge you $210 for it because we're just so tired from going through all this information. It's such a burden for us. See? The big drama. See? All this is drama. Like taking 2 weeks to get you your information. This is drama on Michelle's part, and drama on Grigsby's part, and drama on Broadcorp's part. See, you need to realize that that's what Broadcorp and Rosenbaum, that's their job, is to build up the drama and the suspense here, making you look stupid and making them look good by building up the drama. Because you went to Arby's. Oh my God, how could you go to Arby's? See? It makes absolutely no sense. But see, the stupid people are going to get caught up in the drama. See? And someone heckled Rucki. Ooh, drama. See?
That is funny, yeah. I guess.
Yeah. So what's that got to do with anything? Nothing.
Right.
But it's the drama. See?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what they're hoping that this case, gets tried on, is the drama, not the facts. Because if the facts mattered, they'd shove those discs down your throat so fast it wouldn't be funny. See? And again, if Michelle wasn't scared of giving it to you, she would have given it to you 2 weeks ago. If Grigsby wasn't scared of giving it to you, she would have given it to you 2 weeks ago. Or he would have given it to you 2 weeks ago. See? And again, it's Grigsby's job to make sure you get the evidence, not Michelle's, because Grigsby's the attorney of record, not Michelle. See? Because Michelle said, well, I had all these things to do, and it takes me such a long time to get there. I said, well, Michelle, you could be documenting, all this harassment you've been receiving by the Ramsey County Sheriff's Department. One time you said you have to go through screening to go see Sandra. The next time you don't, and next time they don't let you go in there. See, so that's on the way home, you could be recording all this. See, but she didn't want to do that. See. And again, all that information, if she had been documented, would have been valuable information to crush this prosecution.
Right.
See?
And Grigsby's just minimizing all the things.
Well,
doesn't matter.
exactly. See? And if it was him, he'd be maximizing it. See?
Yeah, I agree.
So again,
I'm not argue that